Expansion Starts Here, the podcast. My name is Rhett Butler, and you see where I'm at. Las Vegas, to be exact. We came here to the desert annually for the International Conference of Shopping Centers, also known as ICSC. And I'm here with none other than Anthony Jeffrey, Business Development Manager for Restaurant and Retail for PGCEDC. What's up, man?
Thanks, Rhett.
How you doing, boss?
Hey, we're doing good. How about yourself?
Well, I will say this, not as busy as you, sir.
It's been a busy day, but...
You know, first of all, folks who don't understand why we come to this convention every single year to bring amazing amenities to the county.
Yes.
Can you please break this down? Why are we in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Man, you know, I could go on for days about this, but a couple of key points that I want to make sure that we get across is that we are here to find developers and find retailers that are going to bring more jobs to our county, and they're going to actually increase the commercial tax base. Those are the two important things that we're doing, but outside of that, we're going to make sure that we're having quality grocers, quality retailers, and different selections in the restaurants that we have now. We have a lot in the county right now, but there's always an opportunity to diversify, and that's what we're here to do.
So everything everybody's been asking for, you're here to procure and find.
We are literally here. We have talked to brokers this morning. We talked to grocers. We talked to developers. We talked to service providers. We are literally not leaving a stone unturned while we're here in Las Vegas, because everyone's here. We have the captive audience, and if they're here to talk about real estate, we're going to here to make sure that they know that Prince George's County is the place where your business can grow and thrive.
Man, it's amazing. And I also know that you're highly in demand. You've had almost 30 meetings, I've heard. These things you've set up for weeks in advance. And folks were ravenously coming, not only to meet you, impromptu, but you had things pre-scheduled for people that want to bring amenities to the county. Can you talk a little bit about that process of getting the interest into the county, or was it already there?
Man, so I would say that's a two-pronged approach. There was a lot of interest. There wasn't a lot of selling really necessary, because Prince George's County sells itself. The diversity and the amount of people here that we have here, the household incomes, the housing development is coming out of the ground. It's here. I'm not having to convince them.
That's right.
The fun part about it is the people that we do have to convince, because they don't understand what's happening in Prince George's County. So we get to break down all these facts, and to see the surprised look on their faces when they realize that in these 500 square miles that we have in this county, that we literally have a rural division of the county. We have a high income density as well, but we also have that suburban market as well. So whatever your retailer, whatever retailer is looking for, we literally have a place for them. So it's been great just having these conversations. It's been great educating people, and it's been great being educated as well, because we're talking to retailers that sometimes they tell you no.
That's right.
But we want to know why you're telling us no.
That's right.
Because we want to know how we can improve on that and how you can say yes next time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You're a veteran of ICSC, but you're new doing it for us.
I am.
Which is great. It's your first year.
It is.
The amazing thing, and we're super blessed, is that you're formerly a broker. So you understand both sides of the coin. Talk about that experience and how it integrates in these conversations with you, understanding their wants and needs, but now making sure that you understand those of the county as well.
That's one of my favorite parts about being here at the EDC, honestly, Rhett, is just being able to bridge that gap between the EDC and brokerage, because we look and we hear what the people want. We're constantly hearing, we want this, we want that, but nobody's having a conversation with the people that are actually doing those deals. And understanding from being on that side of the table and realizing this, hey, if we're not talking to the brokers who are bringing these deals in, if we don't have a relationship with them, if I can't just pick up a phone and call you and say, hey, is this XYZ retailer going to work here? And you can tell me yes or no and why, and give me an honest answer, then we can get things done. And I think that bridging that gap of communication with not only brokers, but developers as well. I think that it's literally just laid out the red carpet for me to literally just come here, leverage those relationships that I've built over the last 10 years, and bring great things to Prince George's County, where not only I do act in as the business development manager, but I'm a resident here too.
That's right.
So I have an invested stake to make sure that things go well here.
You know, our tagline is expansion starts here. But ICSC, expansion starts here for relationships, as you said.
It does.
Talk about the foundational bedrock relationship building is within the ICSC conference system.
When I tell you that literally you'd be surprised, I had meetings with people today that I've met in 2015.
Wow.
Just randomly at a conference similar to this one, and we're literally still having those meetings. Throughout those times, we've all matriculated through our careers. Those junior level people are now principals, and they're now vice presidents of leasing. So now we're able to make decisions, and we've developed that credibility and that trust over that time. So that's why relationship building is so big, because even if we're not talking about real estate, I can remember that you had a baby in 2015. So now I'm asking you, that baby's 10 now. What's going on?
That's right.
But developing those relationships and having those times where you can just check in with people, even outside of talking shop. Talking shop is cool, but if you don't develop those relationships organically, it's not going to mean anything, because we get a million calls a day. I'm sure we all do. People just calling, trying to, create this false sense of a relationship there. But when you know that it's natural, you know that it's true, you're totally open with those people, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I always say to people, relationships are not microwavable.
No.
And lean into the relationship and the deal will follow.
Yes. And to add on to your first point, this is where the relationship starts, but this is also where you come back to nurture those relationships.
Right.
There are some people that I don't see outside of one time a year.
That's true.
And I have to make time in my schedule to make sure that I at least go and say hello to these people. Because some of the people that I was working with, they may have been working in Texas, but now they're asset managers for assets that are here, because the developers aren't just landlocked to their states anymore. So you have to be able to not only talk to people in the surrounding counties and the surrounding states, you got to be able to talk to people from Middle America. You have to have connections in California. You have to have international connections as well. And I think that being at ICSC, I'll take it back. I know that being at ICSC is literally the springboard and the nurturing place for those relationships.
It's a beautiful thing. Expansion starts here, nationwide relationships and international opportunities.
Yes.
Anthony, what do you want people to know, final thought, about ICSC and how impactful our time here has been?
ICSC is so impactful, not only for the fact of being in Las Vegas and why we're here today, but outside of this conference, we are constantly meeting in different regions, in our region, and different parts of the state. And every person is a subject matter expert in what they're doing.
Right.
And you are literally, by joining ICSC, you become a part of a cohort of people who know what they're doing. And that might be a developer, you might have a friend that's a leasing agent, you might have a friend that's a property manager. But I know that if I'm having property management issues, I can call this person that I met here. If I have leasing issues, I'm calling the person that I met here. And if I have development issues, I can call those people. It's the relationship, and follow up. You're gonna make a lot of connections while you're here today, but the most important part is sending those people an email, giving them a call after the fact, and just letting them know that you appreciate their time. Because everyone's time is valuable. Everyone paid lots of money to be here, so we have to make sure that we're letting them know that we appreciate it.
Yeah, that's Anthony Jeffrey. We are firmly planting our flag for Prince George's County in the desert.
Yes.
He's one of the reasons why.
Yes.
Expansion starts here.